I think let us, for heaven's sake, we are discussing the armed forces. Let us not drift off into political correctness.
Okay.
Women have a huge role in combat. And they are engaged in combat roles right at the present in things like electronic warfare, cyber warfare, information warfare, intelligence. These are all very critical combat roles, and women are heavily engaged in it. They are very good at it. But I say that in traditional, what you perceive of combat, infantry, artillery, the only thing that holds people back from deploying women in the front line is the fear of their being taken prisoner and being mistreated. Please note that we keep quoting the American Army, the British Army, the Chinese Army. In none of them, women are put in the combat line.
No, but General, I have to ask you.
Netaji, please remember, hold on, just hold on. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's Indian National Army, he raised the Rani of Jhansi Brigade. It was never placed into action. So, women have a role in combat. They are having a huge role in combat. They are carrying out combat duties, including as missile pilots.
Okay, but I would like to ask you another question. No, I would like to ask you another question, which is that the world is changing extremely fast. You know, if you look at the younger generation today and you look at the fitness level, the alertness level between young women and young men, you really can't tell the difference. The days of the fat woman, you know, bound to her kitchen are gone. Women are lithe, they're very, very fit. They can often be better, you know, in combat situations often than men. I mean, isn't it time that the army changed its mindset and rewarded merit rather than thinking constantly in terms of gender? There could be an outstanding woman who's physically fit, mentally alert, who could do better than a man. Wing Commander Bakshi.
Please don't go into these.
I agree with General.
Don't go into these political cliches.
It's not a cliche. It's maybe a fact of life.
No, what I was General Rai Chaudhary is saying, I agree with him. We have in Air Force missile operators, fighter controllers. I mean, there are also combat roles. Once they have found out that physiologically they are unfit for certain aspects of fighter flying, they are not put there. After all, the captain decides where the person's strength is. He's put there. Where the person's strength is not there, he's not put there. A wicketkeeper cannot become an ace batsman.
I think you are forgetting one point, that today the whole norm of physical fitness for women has changed. That's what Sagarika is trying to say to you. Globally, women are fit. They are doing very well in the army. They are performing all kinds of roles. Chinese army, American army, Korean army is no less than our army. Let's face the facts. And their women are fighter pilots.
Sagarika,
why cannot Indian women become fighter pilots if they go through the same training, if they go through the same technical expertise, and if they qualify to be a fighter pilots just on a very fake physical ground, which is absolutely not true. I spoke to the gynecologist.
They are saying
this is absolutely not true. How can you say that Indian women cannot be fighter pilots?
It is not fake physical ground. Kindly hear me out again. The women who go into fighter flying have a little bit of problems which have been medically proven, and you cannot play with the facts.
Only Indian women have that problem?
All women.
What about Chinese
No, American women.
Fighter planes?
Please understand. Please listen to me. This is an American report which I am quoting to you. I had that report with me and everybody knows about it. We are shy in talking about that report. I am very sorry to say that.
Absolutely wrong.
And it is a Russian and American report which I am quoting.
What about China? I want to ask you a question. Please listen to me. Bear with me 1 minute. What about China?
Yes,
what about women fighter pilots of China? Why don't you... There are 16 women who have just been qualified to become the fighter pilots in China. Are they better fit than Indian women, you are trying to say, or Indian men, that they become fighter pilots? All these arguments, medical arguments, are just to keep women out of the army.
There are no mythical arguments. There are no mythical arguments. There are no mythical arguments. You are trying to politicize the issue.
Medical arguments, I say.
They are medical. They are medical
all
arguments.
To keep women out of the army.
And they are Russian. They are Russian and American reports, not Indian reports. We merely got that report. We have not even done the research. We are following that.
Okay,
and let me tell you one
take
thing.
a short...
Please hear me out. You can make a woman fly a fighter aircraft, there is no problem. I'm telling you, from Delhi to Bombay, they can fly it very well. But the question is getting into combat in those situations where the medical difficulties and degrees of difficulties come. It is at that time the prudence of Air Vice Marshal, Air Chief Marshal.
Okay, let's take a short break. Let's take a short break and debate this. Let's take a short break and debate this. And we'll also ask Ranjana Kumari that are women wanting equal opportunities but then asking for leniency in terms of soft and hard postings? Should women aspire to being in the army at all? Let's take a short break and come back.